David Kroodsma's The Bicycle Diaries, My 21,000-Mile Ride for the Climate, 2014, blends a travelogue with an urgent environmental call to action. As a climate researcher and data journalist, Kroodsma embarks on an epic bicycle journey from Palo Alto, California, to the southern tip of South America. Along the way, he encounters breathtaking landscapes and unique ecosystems that are increasingly threatened by the destructive forces of climate change. The book won the Independent Publisher Book Award for Travel Essay. The journey begins at the border between California and Mexico, where Kroodsma gazes across the Mexican desert, eager to begin the adventure ahead. Initially, his mission is clear: to raise awareness about climate change. However, as the journey unfolds, he comes to realize that it is his own awareness that will be transformed. Kroodsma's work as an environmental researcher never prepared him for the raw, first-hand experience of witnessing climate change's impact on communities and ecosystems. The trip becomes less about raising awareness and more about personal transformation, an eye-opening encounter with the reality of a planet on the brink of disaster. At this early stage, Kroodsma is unaware of the challenges that lie ahead, but the thrill of the unknown keeps him moving forward. He presses on, riding into Mexico, Central America, and beyond, following the path until it eventually ends. In Part 1, the narrative takes readers back to his departure from the San Francisco Bay Area. He pedals down the U.S. West Coast and enters Baja California before heading deeper into Mexico. As the desert stretches endlessly before him, he makes his way to Mexico City, where the stark contrast between the barren landscape and the urban sprawl of the city leaves him stunned. From there, his journey continues into southern Mexico, a region that proves more dangerous for cyclists than he expected. The adventure intensifies in Part 2 as Kroodsma crosses into Central America. In Guatemala, the weight of history seems to hang in the air, while in Belize, he pedals along the Caribbean coastline, witnessing the devastating effects of climate change on fragile ecosystems. Honduras soon hits Kroodsma with relentless storms, while in El Salvador, the lingering scars of war weigh heavily on the people and the land itself. In Costa Rica, he witnesses the fading mountaintops, where more than a century of logging and frequent forest fires have left an undeniable mark. By the time he reaches Panama, Kroodsma faces the challenge of crossing the iconic canal to enter South America. Part 3 of the journey takes him through Colombia and Venezuela. In Colombia, Kroodsma is pleasantly surprised by the country's efforts to make its cities bike-friendly. With an increasing number of urban areas prioritizing cycling, many cities even close their streets to cars on Sundays, giving cyclists free rein. In Venezuela, Kroodsma stays overnight with oil company engineers, a stark reminder of the nation's oil-driven economy and its grip on natural resources. In Part 4, Kroodsma ventures along the Amazon River to the Andes, crossing Brazil, Peru, and Bolivia. Brazil's rainforests, under constant threat, serve as one of the most pressing climate change alarms. As he rides into Peru, he navigates the extremes of the country, from the melting glaciers in the Andes to the parched, uninhabitable desert landscapes. After crossing into Bolivia, Kroodsma continues south to northern Chile, where he witnesses vast mining operations, growing cities, and rampant pollution. The final leg of his journey takes him through Argentina and into northern Patagonia. Finally, after 2 years on the road, Kroodsma reaches the literal end of the path in Tierra del Fuego. Throughout the journey, Kroodsma champions his cause, calling the project Ride for Climate. His mission garners worldwide recognition, and he gives over 100 presentations at schools and community events. Journalists cover his story, and he is interviewed at numerous stops, amplifying the message behind his ride. While it's undeniably a personal adventure, the journey also serves as an urgent call for climate action, a heartfelt love letter to Earth. The Bicycle Diaries includes photographs, maps, actionable steps anyone can take to help the environment, and practical tips for bike touring. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.